Hi, and welcome to Book Recommendations for the best books to read. Today, we're focusing on David Hawkins' masterpiece, Power vs. Force. Today's video does 4 things. 1, I'll give a summary of the book. 2, I'll share who I think benefits the most from this book. 3, I'll share cautions, clarifications, and caveats. 4, and most importantly, what can I do today, right now, to benefit from Dr. Hawkins' wisdom in a way that can benefit my life right now? To summarize the book, the main idea is that 2 types of energy influence human behavior: power or force. Power is the natural, authentic state of the universe, while force is an artificial creation of the ego. Power is based on truth, love, and compassion, while force is based on fear, anger, and manipulation. He encourages the reader to live more from power and less from force. The most cited part of Power versus Force is the scale of consciousness that measures the level of power or force in different people, groups, and events. The bottom line of the book is to become aware of your motivations and level of consciousness and pivot to higher levels of consciousness to tap into power. So, who benefits the most from a book like Power vs. Force? I picked the book up after leaving religion behind and becoming much more curious about the fundamental nature of energy in the universe. But I have religious friends who also enjoy the book, so while it caters to the energy spirit crowd, it can be enjoyed by anyone with just about any worldview. I think that has something to do with Dr. Hawkins' background. He's a psychiatrist, physician, and researcher who had an intense interest in spirituality. So, his ideas seem well-grounded in ancient spiritual literature with a modern interpretation that I found helpful. The caveat and caution I share is, Dr. Hawkins uses applied kinesiology. This is muscle testing to know if something is true. Is it accurate? It's undoubtedly helpful, but this approach has its share of critics because it can yield results that aren't accurate. Hawkins admitted that this method required a certain level of consciousness to reveal the truth consistently. The good news is, you don't need to be an applied kinesiology practitioner to get value from the book. Speaking of which, let's pivot to how you can leverage this book today to improve your life. Check in with your energy, your inner world right now. What do you sense? While your vibrations can vary greatly, where are you generally on the scale of consciousness? Don't feel like you need to shift right now, but for right now, see what's going on in your inner energy world with interest, like you would watch a butterfly in your open hand, able to stay or fly away. Good, now can you also sense peace, love? Don't force it, did you catch that? But allow your focus to shift to see if you can also sense these higher states. Do this many times a day. Check in, see what's there, and ask, can I also sense the higher states of consciousness? Then let go. Focusing on the higher states sends a message to your subconscious what you want. Acknowledging yet allowing the lower levels to be there and also the higher states there allows the energy to move as it's ready. Does this approach work to heal and shift your energy? Yes, if you don't create stories about anger, shame, the lower states that makes them permanent, pervasive, or personally defining. It's energy and just energy. Acknowledge, then shift to the spaciousness state where you allow the energy to be as it is, and notice and focus more on the higher states. Do this often and you'll notice a shift in your energy, because at your core, you're already the power you seek. Power vs. Force is available as a book or audiobook. Thank you for joining us today at the Change Capability Institute.